What was your weirdest lockdown moment? Matt, what was the weirdest thing that happened to you?
Well, I moved house over lockdown, and I decided to get these cassette tapes, the video cassette tapes, transferred to DVD.
Yeah.
I spent my entire life believing that they contained footage of my mum and dad's wedding.
Oh, that's lovely. What did they?
Yeah.
What was the wedding like?
Well, I don't know, because unfortunately it's not the wedding.
What is it?
It's just my mum and dad's sex tapes.
Wow. Well, here we go, Matt. Here we go. Wow. Okay. Have you watched it?
Only as long enough to find out what it was.
Right. How long does it go on for? No, I mean, not that you'd know. You're not going to sit there with a stopwatch. But how long is the video?
The video is 18 minutes long.
I mean, that's all right. That's not muck around.
Well, no, I could do it 4 times in that length.
Yeah. Here's a question, Matt. Did you find yourself watching your dad going, oh, I do that?
No, I thought, well, that's not where I get my small one from.
Wow. What is the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you on a date? So, who to pick? I feel like the sorting hat from Harry Potter. Which one of you? Let's go for Emma.
My most embarrassing dating story. I was set up on a blind date by one of my really old girlfriends with her boss. And he was a little bit backward at coming forward, shall we say. But I liked him. I thought he was great. And brought him back to my house for the proverbial coffee. And he sat down on the sofa and I lay rather seductively on the floor. I was trying very, very hard. And he suddenly was kind of itching his eyes a little bit. And I'd seen a tantric sex thing that some comedian had done the week before. And suddenly this finger was presented to me. And I did my best. I popped this finger in my mouth. The worst part was that I took it really, really seriously, and I looked longingly into his eyes as I sucked his finger, and all I got was, what are you doing? That was my contact lens.
I don't want to get too personal, but presumably your poo looked hilarious. But it suddenly had a little kind of sci-fi hat on.
It had 20/20 vision.
You're telling the stuff I've seen. So the stuff I've seen, Emma, the stuff I've seen. Has anyone got a workplace they don't want to go back to?
I didn't go back to my job.
Oh, really? What? Wow.
Yeah, big time.
So you're one of the 90% Sky, you don't want to go back. Why didn't you go back?
I used to be a legal executive, and I went into court one day through security, forgetting that I had a bright red vibrator in my bag. There was one person in front of me, and I realised, oh, I forgot they searched your bag. And I panicked, and I said, there's something in there I don't want you to see.
Why were you carrying it in your bag?
It's just a simple women's bags full of...
Oh, really? But isn't that fascinating? Because I don't want to speak for all the fellas here, but Vince, Damo and Zishan, I'm very much doubt that you've got plastic fannies in your bags that you kind of just sort of walking away. I'm off to work, got my keys, I nearly forgot my plastic fannies. Isn't it amazing? So what happened then? Did you...
He didn't say a word. He just locked eyes with me and let me go through. And unfortunately, I was only in there for a short hearing that day, and I knew when I came out I was going to have to go past the same guy, and just no words were spoken.
Yeah. Wouldn't it have been great if there'd been a mix-up and the judge got a gavel and went, bang, oh, God. Where's that come from? And later on that night, you're like, oh, Jesus, I'm going to give myself splinters here. It's a bit much, but, you know, do you still have the... I don't want to do it. Do you still have... Do you still have the vibrator? Do you ever sort of look at it and go, oh, the memories we've had? Or, I don't know. Is it? Do you keep them? I don't know. I haven't got one.
I think I do still have it.
You think you've got it? It could be anywhere.
My kids watch it.
Oh, fantastic. It's probably in their school bag. They're probably like march to the school like that. Amazing. Seeing as millions of us have been put back into lockdown and can't go out with our mates, I thought it'd be a good time to talk to you about your most memorable nights out. Harry, tell me about you.
I was out again with some friends and they were having a bit of an argument, so I walked off and sat down on a bench. And then a pigeon walks out from underneath this bench.
Okay.
So me being drunk and stupid, I thought it'd be pretty funny if I could pick that up. So
well, hang on. When you say pick it up, do you mean pick it up, or do you mean like what's happening, baby?
No, physically.
You come here often? You like crusty old bread? I've never seen a pigeon bang. I've seen, like, you very often see pigeons like, fucking what's happening? Yeah. And they do that weird thing with the tail. Like, and there's always one going, fuck off, fuck off. We're out in public. Is everyone going to shag you near a bus stop? But I've never seen two pigeons actually bang.
Not seen them bang, no.
So you're trying to pick up this pigeon.
Yeah. So it jumps into my hand. So
Did it jump into your hands?
No, I put my hand in front of it and it walked into my hand.
Harry, that is bollocks. Like, that's just never happened ever. And like, kind of go, I just put my hand like there, and the pigeon went, why not? And just fucking sat there, like this ever happened in the history of the world. Otherwise, that would happen all the fucking time. If people were like, you know, I'm pigeon. So yeah, even though you're pissed, you put out your magic hand, and the pigeon goes, for me.
So I've got the pigeon.
Yep.
My friends see me with a pigeon. They're like, why has Harry got a pigeon? And then this goes on for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and I'm getting a bit cold at this point. I've got this pigeon in my hand, and it won't fly off. So me and my friend decide to do the logical thing and just take it in the club with us.
Nice.
So obviously there's doormen at the clubs, aren't there? So
yep.
I was holding the pigeon in my right hand. I had my friend on the left, so the bouncers couldn't see me, and we both just sort of walked in. And we have a pigeon in the club.
Yeah. And what happened there? Did the pigeon stay with you all night?
The bar at this particular club was like a circle. So I put the pigeon down on the bar whilst I ordered a drink.
Finally! Fucking hell.
Obviously, people start clicking. It's like, is that a pigeon? And I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, that's mine. And pick it back up.
We know each other for 25 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. It's emotional.
Yeah.
And then, eventually I did leave the club and put said pigeon back down in the park.
Wow! So you stayed with the pigeon the whole night? How lovely is
that?
that?
Had a better night than I did.
Fucking right. But again, I just imagine that moment where the other pigeons go, where the fuck have you been? That pigeon's like, you won't believe it. I've been Vodka Revolution. Great story though, Harry, fantastic. Jade, tell me about your neighbour. Did he ever throw vegetables at you, Jade?
No.
Were you ever teabagged by him?
No. We had a lovely elderly neighbour in her 80s, and one day she knocked the door with a bag of books and asked if I wanted them because she was getting rid of them.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, all right then, and I'm stood there with that bag for life looking at these books, and she's talking to me about the bins or something.
Yes.
And as I'm looking at them, there's all naked people on the books. And they're all porn books. Like,
Excuse me, Jade,
things like that.
Jade.
And this is what I was saying.
Jade.
And looks at me and says, I wiped them all over.
Jade, please. Jade, for the love of Christ, please. Hang on. What's happened? Jade.
Yeah.
The thing that got me was porn books. Books. Were these like novels? Like, not porn mags, porn books.
Books.
Yeah.
Yep. About 17, 18 of them.
Yep.
In a bag for life.
Yep.
Yeah. The reading, once touched, never forgotten. But then she said, as she's walking away, she said, I've wiped them all over.
Wow. Jade, please tell me you went into your garden and you just went like that. You saw the kids next door and went, porn book! Lady Charlie's lover! Where are those books now, Jade?
I've still got them.
And
She's like, Glenn, I couldn't get rid of them that way.
sure.
And I'm
Oh,
just
sure.
like,
Yeah. You couldn't get rid of them. I mean, in these difficult times, it would be improper of you to try and sell books. I may as well keep all of these books for myself. Have you read any of them, Jade?
Well, I had to flick through them, but no.
There's nothing wrong with that, innit?
Yeah, that's no.
Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Oh, God,
Why do you think she gave you the books?
I really don't know. I don't really want to know.
God, my neighbours are so boring compared to you guys. Estelle. Hello, Estelle. Tell me about your memorable holiday.
So my memorable holiday was a few couple of years ago now, probably about 6-7 years ago, and I was on a family holiday.
Yes.
And I was chilling by the pool with my younger brother and my younger sister. We're just messing around, just like little kids do. I'm 10 years older than my brother, just to set the scene.
Okay.
And we were just trying to push each other in the pool, as you do, just be a general nightmare on holiday.
Yes.
And I found the perfect chance to push my brother into the pool. He was facing the pool, just relaxing with an ice cream. So I ran up behind him, absolutely like bangs him into the pool like this. Turns out to be just another random black kid.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious, man. Oh, I can really see that. You just like, hey, hey, and then he just comes like, you're fucking out, and you're like, okay. What did you do? How did you get out of that?
So I was 15, so I could just run off and not look like an irresponsible adult. If I did it now, it looked really bad, but at 15, you can kind of be like...
Is that what you did? You're like, don't worry, I'm flirting. That's the amazing thing, just go like that.
Left it and ran off.
Oh, fuck me, that's hilarious. Panna, tell me about your story. Is it wedding related? Is it hen do? What are we dealing with?
Yeah, it's actually my wedding.
Oh, lovely.
I'm Hungarian, and we have this thing back home where the bride gets kidnapped during the wedding ceremony, so actually at the party.
Wow.
Yep, and then the groom and the best man has to buy her back. Yep.
Jesus. Okay.
All good and fun.
Yeah.
All good and fun, but my husband decided to be cheap, and he haggled down the price to 2 champagnes and 2 cases of beer.
Wow.
So when yeah, very cheap, very cheap.
Yeah.
So when I heard that, I decided to change dresses, so outfits with my brother-in-law, who was one of the kidnappers.
Yes.
And we returned him in my dress instead of me.
Fantastic. That is absolutely phenomenal. So that's a Hungarian tradition.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to have that explained to you if you were an English lady marrying a Hungarian man. Otherwise, halfway through the wedding, it would scare the shit out of you. It'd be like, right, it's that part of the ceremony. Oh, is it when people say, should we get married? No, you're about to get kidnapped.
So they literally picked me up. One of the guys threw me over his shoulder and ran off.
What does the vicar do? And it's at this moment I'd like the kidnappers to come forward. So someone grabs you, takes you off, and it's the best day of your life. You're being fucking carried out like that. He's just fucking wandering you off like that, and everyone's singing along. Like, if you didn't know what was going on, you'd be like, is this fucking allowed? Emily, tell me about your school days.
So when I was about 11 or 12,
yes.
I had a rather quirky biology teacher.
Like the sound, yep.
And one day she came in pushing a trolley with a bash over it, blue bashes. And she had a bit of a ta-da moment when she revealed a huge bloody horse's lung.
Wow.
She was a very petite lady. Yeah. And in response to the look of horror on our faces, she said, no, this will be really good. and she sort of disappeared behind a lung that inflated a little bit and then deflated. And she stood up and said, "Wasn't that interesting?" And it might have been if she didn't have blood all around her mouth.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
And that is how Tesco made lasagna. Wow. But I love the fact she was going, "Oh, this will be fun," just on a whim. Where did she get it from?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Traumatized.
Jesus Christ. Well, and where did you go to school?
In France.
Oh, in France. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, somehow that changes everything. I don't know. Instantly, there's sort of an exoticism to it. Of like, would you like to see the horse? Is that bloody horse? Like that. I'll be honest. I had this vision. You've got a Welsh accent. I'm detecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
I sort of imagine. Look what I found. I found it out on the road. Look. And I thought, you know, I seen the music teacher giving it a fucking go, bagpipes and all. I thought I might invent a new instrument. I call it the horsey blow. Here we go. Right, one of you kids slap it and we'll start a band. But because we're in France, and she's like, "Hey, I got the fucking horse and and everyone's like, you know, I actually think it sounds quite sexy. All of a sudden, weirdly.
All right then.
Yeah, mate. What was that like going to a French school with? Did you go with a Welsh accent?
Yes,
Oh.
I emigrated when I was 10.
Oh.
So, well, a little bit, yeah.
That is a beautiful leap, isn't it? And what did they make of your? I love the Welsh accent. What did they make of it?
Oh, they don't speak English, they can't tell.
So were you speaking French with a Welsh lilt?
Well, I guess.
Oh, you've got to let me hear a bit of that. Can you say, "Hello, my name's Emily. What the fuck is that teacher doing with a horse's heart?"
What the fuck is that?
No. I meant actually French. Not like, I mean... oh, is that what you were doing? You're walking around, "Hello, everybody. It is nice to be here. I'm from Cardiff." Can you speak French?
Yes, I can.
So can you say that in French?
Oh mon Dieu, qu'est-ce que fait ce professeur avec le cœur de cheval?
See? No idea. Oh, I feel like a fucking teacher near a desk. Do you know what I mean?
Want a condom?
Sorry, Abby. I'll tell you what, brilliant stories. Thanks very much to everyone on My People's Poll! Let's have a chat about how Christmas used to be. Who should we start with? Sonia, tell me about your Christmas.
So basically, it was when I was a lot younger.
Lovely
I always
accent
wanted to-
straight away, Sonia. I love it.
Yorkshire.
It's beautiful.
So I always wanted a pet budgie.
Right.
So one Christmas, my mum went and got me one.
Yeah.
But as a surprise, she kept it at my uncle's, and he then brought it over Christmas Eve while I were asleep.
Yes.
So my mum popped it under the tree, went to bed. Christmas morning came. I was buzzing. I sneaked downstairs before everyone else, opened the living room door. There was yellow feathers absolutely everywhere. It looked like Sweetie Pie had been murdered, practically.
Yeah.
Then it turns out my mum forgot that she locked the cat in the living room the night before.
On the plus side, your cat had the best Christmas ever. This is what I asked for! Wow. Oh no, see, a lot of people don't like that story, but I'm looking at... See, I look on the positive side of things. So, you know, the cat's got 9 lives and 2 dinners. It's absolutely fine. Did you ever get the budgie?
No, I went back upstairs, and then when I got up, I had to act absolutely buzzing over a budgie cage with no budgie.
So what, and they never got you a budgie? They just kept the game? Oh my God, that's great. Wow, that is... Well, here's what you could have won. Like that. The cat's there going, "If it helps, it was delicious." I tell you what, I'm fucking stuffed here. Oh, wow. That is a phenomenal story, Sonia. Well done.